say that I've traveled many places around the world. I've been to New Zealand, I've been to Hong Kong, I've been to Singapore. My wife is British. I've traveled the whole world, but I've just never experienced the hospitality that I received in Palestine and the West Bank. People that don't know me coming out like today, bringing orange juice and bringing cookies, and just being very, very friendly and making sure that I'm well looked after and not allowing me to pay for anything. It's just really amazing to me. You just don't find that in a lot of other places. There's a lot of friendly places in the world, right? I think the minute you sit down on a sofa, someone's bringing you coffee, or somebody's bringing you tea, or somebody's, giving directions. And I couldn't help but notice, with Omar, stopping you in the street to ask a question. 30 seconds later, you're in our van, driving up to the schools and giving us a tour of all these places. And I have to say that, I can't speak for America, of course, but I think there are some harsh stereotypes of Palestinian people. I think there's a tendency to think of extremism and sometimes a conflict with Islam, and also you often get stories of Israelis defending their territory. It's the Palestinians who are the aggressors. And one of the reasons that I decided to come here, that I've been video conferencing for 5 months with 7 of my students and 7 students from Palestine, but I wanted to come here to bring back the evidence. So when people say, Palestinians are doing this and this, that I can go to the occupied territories, I can go to the checkpoints, I can look at the Israeli settlements. I went to one place where I saw where the Israeli settlement, they dropped sewage down into a Palestinian area. And I also saw my good friend now, Hamza, who was doing a civil engineer that is doing work to make the land better and say that the Israelis still may take the land, but they have to understand that we improved the land, that it wasn't vacant land, and that it wasn't fallow, that it was worked, and Bedouins and farmers receive something from that, and also that he's working in Section C, which is a very dangerous area to be working in. So even though he has a high degree, that often that high degree does not equate to getting the best jobs in Palestine, but people are showing their passion and their resistance. And we also were just taken to a home that was absolutely destroyed because a Palestinian didn't have a permit. And I know something about this. I've watched a lot of documentaries and films. It's almost impossible for Palestinians to get a permit. So when they build on their own land, the Israelis come up with that pretense that you don't have a permit, so we're going to destroy your home. But we also, I think, saw the resiliency of the Palestinian people, because, as I was just told by Omar, if one house gets destroyed, 10 new ones will be built. And if they take another house, 20 will be built. And I think for an American, and I've said this on numerous occasions, I'm not against the Israelis, I'm not against Jews, I love everybody, I love human beings, but I also believe in social justice. And it's really nice to come to Palestine and see with my own eyes the injustices that are taking place to the Palestinian people. And I just want to do my part by getting the evidence to make Americans more aware of what Palestinians are going through.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.